got ourselves Draco sliding, gonna be first up over for the team one. A little bit of rematch between them and Kodaka's. Kodaka trying to see if they can just avoid him a little bit. Trying to see if he can find the major, but doesn't realize it was right next to him the entire time. Freezing right on top of it. That's gonna be immediate burst out of Kodaka, trying to go for a bit of missile. So with Draco trying to see if he can slide out of there. Mad damage on Draco, does go for the quick in cap onto Kodaka with Alexia to follow. Shrink out of the mage, knocking him back. Does Kodaka have any more damage to follow? That is gonna be a karma on the mage right now, but looks like he's trying to see if he can fight through a karma. Immediately using shift and power in order to get some of his CC and some of his offensive cooldowns back a little bit quicker. But Kodaka trying to go for a bit of a images in order to give himself a little bit extra defense. Knocking Draco back, does go for the port, rolling back in, kind of separated by the Nova. Yet another Nova from Ice Nova into the Frost Nova. Breath to follow right after. Does the mage have the damage here? Is gonna accidentally pick up the eyes really accidentally. Gonna take 5% more damage, and those kicks are gonna be a little bit more painful. Trying to go for Polly, does get juke out onto Draco. That is a lot of damage on the monk, but Kodaka does get to survive it barely. Is gonna go for a bit of that invis. Shields up, trying to go for a knock, doesn't go nearly as far. Next, Tiger Bomb could let Draco close the gap and potentially go for the touch of the Magi. Kodaka could be in trouble, does go for the Ice Block in case Draco does anything whatsoever. This could be anyone's game right now. Both defenses have been used. Nova by Kodaka as Draco is going to be able to break out fairly quickly. Trinket out of the mage, no trinket available for Draco. Kodaka potentially could have himself a big go right now. That's going to be Arcane Surge. Potentially maybe a port out of the monk. Does go for the karma really early on. Maybe Kodaka just goes to fight through it. Does himself all the time. So in case their health ever gets bad, they could go potentially porting back to a good spot. It's going to be a bit of a Nova onto Draco. Trying to see if he can crack through his defenses into diffuse magic right after. 60% damage reduction. It's going to go for a bit of the Thunder Fist. Into quick and vis by Kodaka with more missiles to follow. Trying to see if they can build up for a powerful arcane barrage. Oh, mad damage on Draco out of nowhere though. Walked in, Night Fae, probably a massive uppercut kick as the blink comes out, but the mage, his spirit was gone by the time he does that blink. My goodness. What was that crit? He didn't even have big cooldowns either. What was that? Monk's damage is absolutely on a whole nother level. Gonna be another portal up for Fassel as they're trying to see if he can maybe get a whole demonic army surrounding Draco. Summon up as many pets as possible. Lots more demons charging out of the portal with a Shadow Fury around the corner. That Pet Lord is gonna do a lot of damage. Draco better have Alexia for that thing. May just need one. It's actually going to be standing right next to it where the Pet Lord is at. It's just in the midst, trying to see if he can survive it. Is he going to be able to Alexia to follow maybe? Oh, access right after. Does trying to see if he can survive it. Alexia put those demons the last second using the dragon kick in order to separate away. Goes behind the little tombstone. If maybe Faster can reach him over there, he may be able to keep putting pressure on the guy as Draco is severely behind on health. As the karma comes out, Fassel does go for the soul burn into a port, using the mobility in order to get away from the Draco, but he has himself lots of big kicks back to back, trying to see if he can build up magic big damage. It's going to be, oh, massive kick with a touch of death at the very end, surviving the demonic army, surviving the powers of an arcane mage, and having to go for one caster into the next as Rajani gonna be up next. Rajani definitely needs to find a way to get Draco out of that pillar. If you can get him away from any kind of tombstone, get some cast off, Sky Fury down for a second, Drake and make it sure to eliminate it, does interrupt Rajani on the frost, potentially going for big damage. Does Rajani have any more survivability? He needs himself Lava Burst to survive this, but it is going to be Drake taking him down, just ramping up a lot of the damage inside of the Serenity. With Lucifer going to be up next as yet another, I was going to say Affliction Warlock, but Demonology instead. Draco back behind the tombstone, looking for that full-on recovery. Lucifer sending out the Wrath Guard, is also playing the Nether Portal build, but I think denying the Nether Portal right now. I think he wants to again do the same thing as Rajan. Kind of wants to see if he can maybe get Draco from behind the pillar. That, or he's trying to see if he can find himself an angle that is going to be more demons charging in. Potentially could stun lock Draco out in the open. Does go for the leg super really early. Mortar Coil causing him to trinket. Yet another Axe Toss is going to be a Tyrant joining in. Lucifer trying to get some more hand to go downs. Karma may not be enough. Does go for the port as a Pit Lord. Where is that thing? Wait, no Pit Lord? Is there no Pit Lord? Wait. Is there no Pit Lord? I'm not seeing a Pit Lord. Wait, does Lucifer play another portal but no Pit Lord version? Drake uses a little gap within the wall in order to potentially get himself a little bit on the side. Does walk by the obelisk to take it down very quickly, and it's continuing to still look for a little bit of survivability, but so far still under a ton of pressure. Even though there was no Pit Lord to really finish off the cascade of demons for Lucifer, he's still putting in quite a bit of hurt onto the monk. Get him with an incap, but a Mortal Coil is going to be able to disrupt Draco's proper opener. Axe does to stop him and distracts, interfere right after, not letting him approach the Warlock whatsoever. Does go for the port as soon as the fear breaks. Is going to go for a bit of a diffuse magic into Alexiup as all the pets are stunned up. Got himself a bit of damage. Does he have enough to crack the Warlock defenses? Does he go in there, or does he just back up and retreat? He does have mad damage right now. Maybe we could turn the damage around onto that main pet. Looks like he's trying to see if he can take down the Wrathguard potentially. Boop and Lucifer in the corner, kind of unable to really get a cast off. Can't even do anything anymore right now. Does go for a fear off of the Mortal Coil. So he's actually able to get himself a little bit of a break from Draco for just a second. Karma does get used by the monk really early on. Big kick, Lucifer, does he have any way to stop it? Oh, big touch of death as Draco just goes in. My goodness. I think the monk, after playing against the mage and against the warlock a couple of times, is like, all right, I think I'm a warm up. I think I can actually play the game now. As Fun Guy Fumbler trying to see if he can potentially close the gap. Draco using those little corners of this map, man. The little gap within the what is it? I guess where the door would be, and then the tombstone as well. Just utilizing those as best as possible. This is gonna go for yet little porting just to put himself in the corner right there. Gonna be mad touch of the magic with missiles. Draco, no help whatsoever. Oh my goodness, he could just go down. Does he go down? Fun Guy, does he get the angle? 11 missiles to follow. Draco trying to give himself survivability. That's gonna be everything used. Does survive the barrage that executes him, but barely alive. Ring of Fire, is that hit him? I think he does walk back into the Ring of Fire. Definitely walk back through the Ring of Fire. This is gonna give you a percentage health damage. I think we're just dead. Once you get heals, try to see if you can use this little cubby in order to survive this. Next barrage could just be the end of the. Oh my god, you're no help whatsoever. Fun Guy, do you just take him down? He just needs one more ring of peace, doesn't he? Just walks in, instant cast, taking him out. Just doesn't let him play. We are pretty high dampening though, so it's really going to be down to Fun Guy to see if they come back. They got themselves Crazy Nelly, Fermo, and Scorpion to fight through. Can the Arcade Mage pull it back for his team, boys? Is the main question. Gotta be like Stormbolt immediately. Fun Guy with a human racial, trying to see if we can break away from him. I think all the time he's used right now is gonna give him a lot of healing. That is gonna be a spear, but I think maybe able to avoid the spear. Using it all the time, potentially could give himself a lot of recovery. Does use all the time, but the Blaze Storm is still going to be able to rip right through. Charged by Scorpion. Does not have the charge with the rooting effect though, so it's going to be a little bit rough. Fun Guy goes in for a bunch of missiles off the touch of the magic. Is it going to be enough damage right now though? Does he use himself a barrage? That might be it. Oh my goodness. Just riddled the boy full of missiles. My god, just got the Uzi out. With Fun Guy going in for a bit of a reset behind the pillar. Got himself the shift in power. Gonna be a trap down onto the Arcade Mage as Crazy Nelly trying to see if they could potentially get himself a better angle. That's gonna be a death shock him off the bat. Got himself a lots of damage versus Fun Guy. It's gonna be silence to follow as the breath does come out. Got himself a big rapid fire. Fun Guy better be extra careful. May have to go for an ice block here. That's gonna be, oh my god, those arcade, I was gonna say arcade missiles, but no, aim shots instead. Those big choppers, man. Oh my goodness. Freezing trap off of. That works? You could just basically place a freezing trap around the. Wait. Fun Guy trying to see if he can fight through it. Invest for a second. Does he get a fight at Crazy Nelly looking for the big execute? Do they get it? The barrage followed by. Oh, it does get the kill shot at the very, very, very end. I was gonna say for a second, like maybe that's where the Arcade Mage turns it around, but no. Draco does end up capping out for quite a bit of damage, quite a lot of healing, using a lot of the positional areas within the runes of Dalaran.